97 pounds 5 ounces. His professional record perfect. 13 fights, 13 victories, with 11 of them coming by way of knockout. Here is the 6'5" big man fighting out of Romford, Essex, England. He is the reigning, defending, undefeated WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, the Romford Bull, Johnny Fisher!
Right, boys, I spoke to you both in the dressing room. Not what I expect. Act like professionals at all times, obey my instructions and watch your heads. Any questions? Let's go to work.
Wow, what noise, what a crowd to witness, one of the most highly anticipated the rematch of that hugely controversial 10-round dust-up in the Saudi desert as Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen go to war again. What have they learned? What tactics will Mark Tibbs and Jamie Moore come up with? And will all plans go out of the window with the big boys taking off where they left off? We hope for fireworks. It's Fisher, Allen 2.
Looks as if Fisher trying to box here, keep it at range, get behind that jab. I think he said at the presser he was going to hold the centre of the ring and let big bombs go, but opts into box here, and that's the shot for Dave Allen. We've seen it before against Nick Webb, etc. That overhand right. He needs to be cute with the shot.
And straight away you can see him leaning on his back foot, Fisher, leaving his chin maybe a little bit in the air. That right hand over the top thrown at the wrong time could spell disaster for Johnny Fisher.
I think it's important for Fisher, even though he has to start fast, but not to be more economical than he was the first time. So lovely right hand there from Dave Allen, but it's important that Fisher does keep that chin tucked in, try and work behind the jab, but not go head hunting too much.
Interesting that he's shooting the right hand in early, Dave Allen. Remember, Fisher was down first time in his life in the 5th round in December, but he had a decent start before then, and pretty much everybody felt that Dave Allen deserved it on the night. Maybe everybody apart from Big John, who's hitting, and he's still so nervous. Body shot from Fisher.
Well, when Fisher got tired, he stood very, very tall and was the target that he hit. So you got to try and bend those legs a little bit more, so he'll be more compact when he's under pressure. And for Allen, I mean, if he started a little bit faster, he knows he can hurt him. He knows that staying nice and low, throwing shots over the top, working that body are going to be real positive signs for him to get Fisher tired and then get the rub of the green in the second half of the fight.
Yeah, Sonny, sorry, you're right, Sonny, but that right hand there, if he can time it, Dave Allen, he'll have some success. But not only that, the right hand of Johnny Fisher does drop low at times, so the left hook after that right hand's also there.
And you've got to think, even though Johnny Fisher would have definitely learnt a lot from that first 10 rounds, look, it was his first proper hard fight over any sort of amount of rounds. He would have learnt so much, but now he's got the same opponent back in with probably more confidence. I know a lot of people wrote Dave Allen off for the first one. They're not doing the same this time.
Yeah. That's a really good point, Sonny. He was a massive underdog, Dave Allen, but he proved his worth. Didn't get the decision, and now he's got to do it all over again, and in hostile territory. This is Johnny Fisher land and a right hand at the end of the first, but Dave Allen's been advancing.
But good for Allen, he jumped right back on in there.
Of Johnny Fisher, the 26-year-old, the Romford Bull, in with Dave Allen in those blue and gold in fight number 33, and he's 33 now, Dave Allen. You feel he's been around forever. Turned way back in 2012, been in with the likes of Dillian White, Luis Ortiz and many others. Had that great night beating Lucas Brown, headlining at the O2. He's had his great times and he's had his tough, hard times. It's just really good to see him in this sort of form.
I think Allen needs to get that pendulum motion as he's coming forward. It's just even an extra there, but the biggest worry of him as he walks on the shots coming at Fisher. But if you get that pendulum movement, Fisher's got to look for the target. Just tire Fisher out a little bit more.
And I do think that right uppercut for Johnny Fisher will be his key. I think the way that Dave Allen's walking him down with a quite high static guard, then trying to move his shoulders, I think the gap for a lot of the time is going to be as Dave steps in over his front foot.
Fisher getting his jab going. So too does Allen.
Also think the exact combination of the two shots he threw against Nick Webb, where he slips inside the jab, throws the left to the body, then the overhand right there. He's done what you said, Barry, a couple of times, that pendulum motion. He slips inside, but he's yet to throw that left to the body.
Looking for the long right hand, Johnny Fisher, who's dispatched 11 opponents. Knockout, Allen goes for that big swinging right hand.
See, it's not even that bad that he missed. The fact that'll just put a bit of panic on Fisher. That's all you got to do. With that panic, makes you tense. With that tense, tires you out. And that's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to walk him down, make Fisher move that big body around the ring, and then swing shots. If they land, they're great. If they don't land, it makes you tired.
Well, this is better from Fisher with the jab, the fresher, younger man. It'll be interesting to see if he has learned from those 10 rounds. He had a fantastic camp away from Essex. He locked himself from social media and he really focused in Johnny Fisher. He knows he can ill afford another difficult, hard and maybe losing night. It's a big crowd. They've generated a great story. But Dave Allen's here to spoil the party. What
he can't do, Fisher, he don't want to be close because he can't fight inside Fisher, and he can't maul. He doesn't know how to manipulate his body as good as Allen does. So he doesn't want to be close, and he just shouldn't throw singles, doubles or trebles for Fisher.
Just loading up that right hand as well. We see that coming. David just tucked up. That was good though from Johnny Fisher. The 1-2.
It's when he uses levers, Johnny Fisher, you can feel the weight behind the punches. He's letting Dave walk him back, little feint, and then he's letting him beat him to the punch too often here with the lead hand again, just there.
And also single punches, he's going to invite Allen to slip and come forward. Combinations, that's the key. But do it through it, don't load up with him. You're a heavy guy, just through it.
Good work from Fisher, might be one apiece. Third we go, the 13th round these two have shared. 36 wins between them, a big night for both, particularly Fisher, who's sort of on the way up, the 26-year-old. Not sure what level he'll make. The former Exeter University student. He was a rugby player turned fighter. It's a cracking tale, but so too is Dave Allen's good body shot from Fisher. And Allen just hurt here in the first 30 seconds of the third. He was really troubled by that.
I'm not sure if he was saying it was low there, Allen. From our angle, it looked like a good shot.
Has come in heavy, hasn't he, Darren?
Yeah, 265. A lot heavier than the first encounter, but it says it was part of the plan. A lot of people saying he wasn't in shape, etc., but he was saying it was all in the plan to impose the size in the fight. And he's landed a couple of good hooks there, Dave Allen.
Good uppercut as well from Dave Allen. Back comes Fisher with a jab.
Treble jab, that's important.
Nods respect as well. Dave Allen is starting to heat up here in the third round.
Again, I go back to reiterate my point earlier on. When you throw in singles, that gives you something to counter off, to work off. You throw in doubles and trebles, it's more, you've got to regroup. It's difficult, it puts you in a defensive mode, and that's going to be in favor of Fisher. But if Allen gets side in close, if he lands that big overhand right, you're going to be in trouble.
The ref really trying to get a hold of this fight so far. Only in the third round, both fighters have been spoken to a couple of times.
Body shot again from Fisher, sees that target, and cut as well. This is good work from Johnny Fisher. Allen just looking a little static.
Just got to keep them elbows tucked in. That uppercut's found a home a couple of times from Johnny Fisher.
Always had a good chin, Dave Allen. Tough as they come. And a left hand back. Well, it's swinging this way and that. This third round body shot from Fisher. And Marcus McDonald getting hold of this.
He might get a point here.
Do you know, just before that, the work from there from Allen, he just pushed Fisher off with his shoulder and then let that two-punch combination go. Really slick.
Could be a final warning, Sonny, there.
It's early. Only the third round is not ideal.
So much respect between the pair. Gentlemen, they really are. They'll be friends after it. But it's all-out war inside the squared circle for the next few rounds.
And I think Fisher this round doing a really good job of using the ring, setting his feet and then waiting for David to get there. And just as he's getting into range, he's starting to throw. He's having a lot more success so far in the third round.
And not loading up either. That's important for Fisher. Not wasting that energy against a guy who takes a really good shot.
Good body shots from Fisher. He's looking loose and languid, and his punches are getting home. And Allen is being caught more often than in the first encounter. Great one from Johnny Fisher. As Dave Allen comes forward, right hand. Darren, you've been in his corner before. What would you be telling the Doncaster man?
Keep those hands high, start low, finish high. I think the body shots with the lead hand, then come over with that overhand right. You can see he's quite tall, stays tall, does Johnny Fisher. Gets the chin down well, but you've got to try and get that overhand right into play. That's his shot. Oh, nice cuff in. Right hook there.
And he throws them punches so heavy, Dave Allen. It's a lot of fighters, they struggle when you're up close to really get those little cuff in, any power behind him, but he gets his feet there and he throws a nice heavy shot every time.
He's working really well behind the jab here, Johnny Fisher. It's down to then Dave Allen to try and counter off that shot, slip, throw the right hand. But Johnny Fisher working well.
I think you're right, Dan. I think every single shot that Fisher throws, every single, Allen's got to make the most of it. Slip inside, or he can slip outside as well, I think, and move his feet around the target and throw that left hook.
Lovely jab to head and body from Johnny Fisher, really mixing it up here and catching the eye. Dave Allen just winks down at you. Darren, he's a real character, but he's got to focus on the task in hand here.
Oh, he made the movement there, Allen. He dipped his shoulder, dipped his knees, dipped the shoulder over, then throw the right hand.
And those little feints he started in the first couple of rounds doing, he was getting a reaction almost every time. Now it's like he's not giving Johnny anything to think about. He's just sort of walking in quite monotonously.
But I think the whole tactic is to tire Fisher out, I think. But like you say, doing a bit more guile like he was in the first round would bode out much better.
Shoving his head in and being told off by Marcus McDonnell. He'll come up with all sorts of tricks if he can. Dave Allen, he's a boxing connoisseur as well. Such a wise fox. And tries to get his jab going. That's the right hand. And Fisher, well, it just missed by a whisker, and back he comes. And there's the danger from Allen.
Did well, Fisher there. The first to fire back enough to stop Allen from coming forward, because that was a crunching right down there for Allen.
I don't think he'll mind the pace here, Dave Allen, at the minute. I mean, his nemesis, his kryptonite is when someone's in front of him working and being busy. This isn't an electric pace.
But I still think Johnny Fisher's working quite hard. He's constantly moving his feet and adjusting, and every time Dave gets to the edge of range, he's throwing quite a heavy punch. It's going to be hard to keep that for Fisher, I think, for 10 rounds.
And remember, in Riyadh, he started well, Johnny Fisher, and it was the 5th round when he found himself down, and the back half was really hard for him. So Dave Allen, is it a case of repeat and coming on strong? Fisher boxing well at the moment, maybe taking these rounds, but Allen very much in it. How the boys are seeing things, and yeah, the feeling I think is that Johnny Fisher is up here as we approach the halfway stage, but Dave Allen just keeps coming. And remember, 18 knockouts in those 23 wins, and those big right hands are hard shots. Darren, how heavy a puncher is he on the pads and things?
Yeah, he's a solid puncher. He really is, and I think Sonny pointed out, he's very smart and cute with the way he throws the hooks in close. You think he's sort of too close to his opponent, but he finds a home for the shots.
And he's using so little energy, I think, right now. I think everything Dave's doing, every step, every punch he's making, is right now a reserving mission where Johnny Fisher's kind of doing the other side. He's really trying to...
Oh! Whips in a body shot, Dave Allen. I think Sonny's bang on there. I think he's really old manning Fisher here in the last few minutes, and Fisher's got to work hard to try and fend him off.
Good uppercut there from Fisher a second ago.
Oh! Good work from Allen. This is the round that Johnny Fisher went down in Saudi. Surely not again.
Got a faint low here, Alan.
Body shot from Fisher. Marcus McDonald said it's fine. Dave Allen complaining. Looked good to me.
See, Fisher would have known, and surely would have been aware that there's going to be
That is low, that one.
I disagree with the ref here. I think all of them shots have been low, and a good body shot from Dave Allen make Fisher step back.
Both trying to target the area downstairs as this gets harder, more physical, and that might suit Dave Allen.
The point, when Fisher does get tired, it's not to do what he did the last time, and standing with his chin up in the air. That's the thing, when you're going to get tired, but in this division more than any other, you've got to stay safe until you get the energy back to fire.
Yeah, he leans back on the ropes.
Took it well.
Shakes it off. 50 seconds left in the fifth. He most definitely did feel it.
I tell you what, though, he
didn't go down.
He didn't freeze like he did the last time.
Body shot from Allen. And now,
here we go.
The Doncaster heavyweight. Johnny Fisher, what he's all about. Drama here in the fifth round. And it is almost a mirror image of what happened in Saudi.
He's got
His legs have been gone for about...
In the fifth round. Can you believe it? And the count is coming in. 15 seconds left. Will Johnny Fisher get up? Just about. And Dave Allen has got a few seconds left in the round to jump. The legs are gone. And Dave Allen here. Can he follow up? Fisher.
Needs to come in, his legs are gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Marcus McDonald calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 3 minutes of round number 5, declaring your winner by TKO. And the new WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, the White Rhino, dazzling Dave Allen.
Dave Allen, congratulations. Your first title as a professional.
I thought I'd win the fight. I knew the first fight I'd done with the world of good. I knew with the time in between it would suit me. I put a bit of weight on, juiced the body shots more than anything else. Excess body weight is never usually good. But for Johnny Fisher, I knew it'd pay dividends. So I put the extra weight on, took the risk, and I got this.
Spoiled the party here tonight, but you've been in this game for a long time, Dave. I just wonder what this victory in this moment means to you right now.
Do you know what it means? The belt, everything. My kids, I'm going to have an ensuite. They'll have their own bathroom between them. It's the dream, really. Just want to thank everyone. Are we near the end?
No, you've got time.
Oh.
You take your time, Dave Allen.
It just means everything to me. I've been written off so many times, but I knew I had ability, and at the right level, this level, I'm an handful.
We weren't sure what to expect. Sometimes we see first fights that are as competitive and as thrilling as your one with Johnny was, the rematch be completely different. Was there anything that surprised you with Johnny's approach in here tonight?
He over-exaggerated the movement, which works against him. I told him December 22nd, don't box me straight away, mate, because I'll knock you out. And I know what I've got experience. I know the game inside out, and he's tough, he's strong, he's got all the attributes, but I'm him, but with 30 more fights, basically. So I knew I'd get the job done tonight. People say, oh, you're heavy and all the rest of it. His body shots were good last time. And that was it, really. So everyone's wrote me off again. I've seen people predicting me to win this all the way in. Oh, Johnny Fisher will win now. I'm the fattest, hardest man you'll ever see.
It was that fifth round again, like it was in Riyadh. You had him down. Just talk us through the finish in those final moments.
I knew I was getting to him. I was breathing out my nose. I don't even do like Winter Shop. So, yeah, I knew I'd get to him. I knew I'd get. He was over moving. He was over punching, and I knew I'd get to him.
And the knockout was emphatic, but what was amazing to see was immediately no celebrations. Your attention turned to Johnny. What does that say about the respect you have for each other?
Johnny Fisher's my friend, and I've always said all through the thing, he's my friend. He's my friend. He's a very good friend of mine. The nicest kid in the world. And I said at the first press conference, if my son is half the man Johnny Fisher goes up to be, it is now, I'd be over the moon, and I mean that. I meant it all the way through. All the way through this, I was respectful. He's my mate. But the difference, I fucking scrap. Well, back in the day, I'd scrap for nothing. I don't need fucking winding up. I'm just ready to go. In a nice way. Yeah.
We do have to ask you, Dave. Look, we'll ask Eddie Hearn this question, but it's one apiece now. Do you think we could see a trilogy?
I wouldn't allow it to happen because it's not good. It's not in his best interest. There's lots of fights out there for me. I'd love to go back to Sheffield, Doncaster, as close to home as I can. There's a big show next Friday night. Joe Hayden, Stevie Levy in action. I'd love to go back closer to home. I like boxing at my level. It's good. I'm in competitive fights. I win some, I might lose some, but this is what it's all about. I spent half my career boxing out me. I had 10 amateur fights, and within 10 pro fights, I watched Dylan White lose Ortiz back to back. So I'm going to be a little bit smarter now and pick the right matches and maybe pick up a British title one day.
Well, let's bring in promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, didn't go to plan for your man in East London, Johnny Fisher, tonight, but is it hard not to be pleased for a man and a fighter like that?
Yeah, I mean, look, if anyone was going to break your heart, you want it to be Dave Allen. The story of Dave Allen is incredible. For years and years, I thought he was done in boxing. And he came back and he rolled back the punches tonight for a great performance and changed his life again. But this time in a big, big way. You know, that was a big performance from him. He just knew too much in there. And, you know, Johnny, the board wouldn't let him do an interview, but he's a brave man. Maybe he shouldn't have taken a rematch. You know, Dave said he didn't think he should have, but for me, he wanted to put the wrongs right. Anyone that had any doubt, Johnny wanted to give everybody a great fight tonight, and he deserves a lot of credit. He'll be back, but tonight belongs to Dave Allen. It's a real Cinderella story, and he really deserves this moment, you know. And, you know, we're back with Dave. Going to be interested to see what's got next. We know there is a rematch clause. I think that's got to be down the line. Johnny's got to come back and rebuild. I'd like to see him headlining Sheffield or in his hometown in a big fight. He deserves it, and he can fight. He can really fight. Everyone's always thought he could. And, you know, the one thing he said to me tonight, straight come over to me, he goes, I've just got to sort my diet out. That's the only thing. And I tell you what, he can cause a lot of people a lot of problems. He knows the game inside out. And like I said, if anyone was going to break Johnny Fisher's heart tonight, I'm glad it was Dave Allen. He's a great man, and he deserves the win.
Dave, we'll leave the final word with you. Dave, we'll leave the final word. You're a modest man, but I know people look up to you. As a fighter, you're an inspiration that you can always come back. And as a person, you're an inspiration that there's always good times around the corner. What do you want to sum this up with?
I need the mic. I just want to say a big thank you. Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything mad. Big thank you. Jamie Moore, Nigel Travis, big thank you. I went there big thank you, yeah. Changed me as a man as well as a boxer. Wouldn't be possible without him. Roger Sampson, big part of the team as always. Patrick Brown, Patrick the Bomber, Cameron Vong, Jack Castle, Conor Walker, Joe Hayden, Calvin Moyle, all the kids I train. Big thank you to everyone that's here tonight. Boxers in need, yes. I could be here all day thanking everyone because I'm so grateful to still be here, and it's all thanks to everyone that's here, everyone at home. So I just want to say a big thank you. And my missus and the kids as well. Betty and George, get to bed. Thank you.
Dave Allen, congratulations and well done.
Controversial ending last time in December. No controversy this time round. Dave Allen said he didn't want to go points, and he proved that 5th round stoppage for that man there. The biggest win of his career. What next for him?